Alright, hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Focus versus Infi. This game taking place here on Amazonia. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have Infi spawning as the red human. He did choose random in this matchup, so we'll see what exactly the strategies are going to be coming in from Focus. Focus so far opening up with an Altar of Storms Orc Burrow. Barracks has still yet to be placed down, but I am expecting a barracks to be placed down here just because you don't quite know what your opponent's race is. That means you really can't go for that Farseer fast harassment. If it ends up being a particular race that is strong against that Farseer harassment, say Undead, all of a sudden your early opening well, tends to fall a little bit flat, and that just sets you up and puts you behind throughout much of the game. Now back over here on the bottom left hand side of the map, we are looking at Altar of Kings. We are waiting for that Altar of Kings to be done, and then we should be getting out the necessary heroes and things should be getting well underway, and it is gonna be a Blood Mage first. Alright, Blood Mage first. This is not your typical strategy by any stretch of the imagination. I am very curious as to how this will actually unfold, as it is going to be a Blade Master. And one of the things that the Blood Mage can do is, one, obviously siphon mana away from that Blade Master, reducing his ability to win walk. And on top of that, being able to banish that Blade Master. By banishing the Blade Master, you just take him out of commission for quite some time. But as a hero choice, as a primary hero choice, wow, I am a little bit out of breath. It just seems a little bit strange. We'll see what the long-term strategy is going to be here. We do see 3 farms already coming into play. That is going to be pretty much standard at this stage, as the Blood Mage is going to perhaps try and get a lightning shield. Is it going to get a lightning shield off onto any of its units? No, actually gets a purge. And now it's going to go ahead and banish theirs. There's a lightning shield onto the rogue. That's actually perhaps the worst possible place that the lightning shield could have been placed down. But strangely enough, the rogue is actually absorbing a good amount of damage. Alright, this is just a little bit of an unlucky break. I believe he was expecting to see the lightning shield to go onto the Blood Mage so that he could try and reposition himself and deal more damage that way. That wasn't the case, but the Blood Mage is now going after some additional units here. Blood Mage trying to get to level 2 should be able to do exactly that, finishing off some level 3 units. The peasants are all fighting back once more. Footmen, let's take a look at this. There goes, wow, both units going to get taken down pretty much simultaneously as the Blood Mage gets to level 2. Blade Master going to make its way over, and now that it spots a Blood Mage, what is he really gonna think? Are we gonna perhaps see a Windwalk strike there? Blade Master gonna go ahead and try and engage. Let's take a look. There is a farm now being built on the inside. Peasants are trying to rebuild that siphon mana away. As you can take a look, just trying to constantly rebuild once more. Peasants, and the Blade Master may actually get trapped inside here. This is actually a little bit of a strange spot to be in, as the Grunt, where is it going to go? Is it perhaps going to get surrounded? Peasants, many peasants are just trying to get away here, as this one low hit point peasant isn't going to be able to back its way out. Banish onto the peasant here, and now all of a sudden the Blood Mage should be able to get in a lot of damage. Low hit point peasant, well, should not be engaging there at all. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to run around on the backside, pretty much stuck. No scroll of Town Portal. What is going on here? Grunt actually taking a lot of damage. Peasant trying to get away. Blade Master perhaps going to try and Windwalk here in just a moment. But this is all taking some precious time away, as the Blade Master taking a little bit of a beating here. Blood Mage unable to slip on through, and this farm actually trapping this Blade Master on the inside, gonna cause even more issues once again. Blade Master still running around on the inside, purposely staying away from that the Blood Mage. The Blood Mage will be able to siphon mana away. Blade Master now down to 95 hit points, 87 still trying to get away. You can see the footmen are just running around every which way, and we may actually see the Blade Master getting taken down here. Oh, there's a healing salve. There's a reveal. Footmen come in with the attack, and this was all well timed. The Windwalk is not going to work, and what is going to happen here, as the footmen are now just trying to run away, or just trying to get in front of this unit here. Blade Master takes a little bit more damage. Upgrade the Stronghold now complete on the opposite side here. Meanwhile, Grunt going to try and make a little bit of a play here. Blade Master going to get taken down. There it goes, but that's only a level 1 Blade Master. If the Blade Master had a way to fall on its own sword, it probably would have chosen that as opposed to giving experience to his opponent. Footman now hanging around in the center portion of the map as well, and this is a spot where you do not want to resurrect your Blade Master at that tavern. Stronghold is already done. Bestiary getting trained up. Altar of Storms is now down. Siphon mana away from that Panda. Panda low on mana once again. Banish across multiple units. Breath of Fire there, as I believe the Blood Mage is still going to get more and more experience again. All right, trying to absorb a little bit more damage, a little bit of a bash right there. Are we going to see a surround onto a Grunt? Siphon mana from that Panda. You got to do it, otherwise a Breath of Fire is going to deal massive damage, and it does exactly that, as the Footmen are going to be able to exchange and finish off. Oh, Banish onto a Footman there. Blood Mage now sits at level 3. Siphon mana away from the other side, and this is just absolutely strange. Low hit point Footman. That Banish, perhaps level 2 variety, will take quite some time. Banish surrounds. Who would have thought that this is the actual useful strategy, as the Blade Master getting all of its mana siphoned away. Blood Mage continuing that fight now. It looks as though a Grunt is going to get taken down. There it goes. Blade Master now trying to go after the Footman. Footman down to 47 hit points, trying to get away. And what is really going on? This is absolutely bonkers of a game. Footman down to 17 hit points, as we see a little bit of padding get in the way. All right, these low hit point Footmen need to get inside. What is it doing? Footman, well, Blade Master getting a little bit of experience, Panda getting a little bit of experience, and Infi, who was doing such a good job, all of a sudden Stormbolt. Are we going to get a surround onto the Blade Master again? Yes, we are. We could perhaps get a Banish Bolt again, and are we going to see that Stormbolt? There we go, finishes off the Panda, finishes off the Blade Master, and I'm at a loss for words. I don't quite know what to expect from this particular game. Blood Mage now sitting at level 3, Mountain King in that front line spot. We are now transitioned into Riflemen. Heroes have been resurrected multiple times. If all of the Footmen were not lost, if they were saved, I would actually say Infi has this game in the bag. If he had saved that 6 supply, it would be a drastic difference. Instead, it is 37 to 32 as opposed to, say, 42 to 32 here, as Wind Riders now jump on in and join in on the battle. All right, let's take a look at this. Blood Mage, well, in a very big trouble. We are now going into Workshop, trying to get away. Riflemen are all in position, transitioning into, well, Wind Riders to make sure that you are able to at least put down some bit of harassment. Goblin Shredder taking a lot of damage. Got to be very careful here. Takes 1, 2, 3 spears. That's 100 points of damage. Rifleman firing back, trying to protect, but that's going to have a difficult time too. Mountain King could make its way over, perhaps get a Stormbolt. We are not getting into tier 3. No orb at all. Meanwhile, Panda is out onto the field at level 1, finally making a little bit of experience for himself. Guard towers getting constructed. Rifleman, Flying Machine, trying to figure out where exactly those Wind Riders are. Flying Machine spots those Wind Riders. Wind Riders say, you know what, now that there is something that can actually spot me overhead, I don't like it. I don't have that cover, especially since those Wind Riders, even though they do deal good damage, their attack is relatively slow compared to the Flying Machines. Well, actually, no, Flying Machines' attack also really slow as well, but a little bit of splash damage coupled with range, piercing damage, and armor type probably tips things in favor of the Riflemen and these Flying Machines. Back across here, Panda finally getting up to level 2. Blade Master out onto the field as well. We'll see where he's going to be going next. A Blood Mage sitting at level 3. No easy. Oh, nope. Siphon mana away from that Forest Troll. Shadow Priest trying to steal as much mana as possible. Mountain King sitting at level 2. Will not get to level 3 off of this creep camp. We need to see a little bit more healing as well. Blood Mage also very powerful in terms of the auto attack. Plus 15 damage. The auto attack is not what you would normally expect to be a dangerous proposition coming in from the Blood Mage, but that damage does start to add up. Blood Mage sitting at level 3. Riflemen all here ready to go. Blood Mage gonna get ready as well. Let's take a look. Wind Riders, Grunts, and an Ensnare now thrown down. who will come out ahead. Mountain King sitting at level 2. He wants to make sure that there is no expansion, or perhaps going after a difficult creep camp of his own. November, once again, actually up on top in terms of supply, 46 compared to 39. And this is actually a bit odd, as you see a big thunderclap by that Mountain King. Belt of Giant Strength now dropped. Mountain King up on damage and on hit points. Blood Mage now looking to pull back away. Can deal a lot of damage pretty quickly, as the Enforcers and the remaining units will get taken out. I still don't see any additional healing units. No Priest at all. We have Riflemen and from the workshop, and that is pretty much it. Meanwhile, Flying Machines are trying to figure out where exactly those Wind Riders are, and whether he can, well, poke them out of the sky. Raider, however, with that ensnare, could pose a big threat as well. When Flying Machines ready to engage, there goes an ensnare onto one poor Raider, as the Wind Riders will finish that off. Alright, there it goes. It does get taken down. Let's take a look. Pull back here. Blood Mage sitting at level 4. Rifleman, Mountain King, all here, ready to go. Rifleman, is it going to be able to, well, perhaps stun out a couple of those Wind Riders, making them immobile, and then picking them out of the sky? A couple of ensnares off to the north again. Started off with this strange opening, but now we are waiting for whether the Mountain King is really going to start to show his stuff. Mountain King getting off a level 2 Stormbolt onto the Panda. Panda losing a lot of mana now. We could see a Thunderclap right there, as well as the Panda loses a lot of precious mana. Meanwhile, the Mountain King currently, well, in ethereal form, didn't have to worry about damage. The Flying Machine took a lot of damage, it looks like, from mass AoE Breath of Fire, and that is going to be key as the Mountain King, ensnare right there. Are we going to perhaps see a Stormbolt get ready to go? And let's take a look. No, that Sentry Ward is in fact Infi's, as we are now getting ready to engage. All right, there's the Blade Master. They all spot this, all here, ready to go. Let's take a look. Mountain King, Blood Mage, Stormbolt on their Siphon mana again. Ensnare from the Raider, taking away some of that precious mana. They got to believe that there is something happening here. There is the ethereal form. There is a Stormbolt, followed by all of that right there, followed by Clap. Major damage being dealt, as we could see more Siphon mana into that Panda once again. All right, Panda getting ensnared. Blood Mage says, you know what? I come bearing gifts. Here is a bit more mana. Mana first, Blood Mage first, followed up with the level 3 Mountain King with Thunderclap. That is scary. Mountain King with mana is one of the most scary units in the game. As you can see, the Siphon mana, Stormbolt. Are we going to perhaps see a Clap here? No Clap at all. Flying Machines are all trying to engage. Blood Mage now trying to back up. Let's take a look. Flying Machines getting in a big flank here. Panda could try to get off a Breath of Fire, as you see a big Thunderclap right there. All right, Flying Machines going after them units. That Scroll of Healing was actually absolutely clutch, as we now see the Panda now trying to head back again. More ensnares now coming down. Mountain King low on mana. Is he going to be able to do anything at all? Mountain King back, getting up a little bit more mana. Spirit Walker will get taken down. Are we going to see any of those peons taken down? No peons taken down there. 44 supply compared to 47, as we are now engaging again. Blood Mage at 4, Mountain King sitting at 3, low on mana. Siphon mana does not work on these Mud Golems, as they are magic immune. Cannot siphon any of that mana off from those units, and now that the Blood Mage is low on mana, thing could go sideways. All right, there goes an ensnare. Breath of Fire. Mountain King, is it going to try and Thunderclap? Yes, it does. A big clap once more, trying to go after more units. Mountain King down to 60 mana. Siphon mana away from that Panda. Meanwhile, Banish onto the Blade Master. Blade Master unable to do very much. Are we going to see a Banish? Yes, we are. Mountain King sitting at 71 mana, unable to do very much. Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Mountain King perhaps trying to finish off a handful of units. Is it going to be able to Stormbolt anything in time? No, it will not, as all the units back up again. All right, so far this has been a strange matchup. Not quite sure what to make of it. Flying Machines countering the air. Blood Mage, Mountain King, a very strange combination, considering that the Blood Mage is the primary hero. Mountain King is the follow-up hero, has plenty of mana, and that has been the case. If the Blood Mage is able to give mana to that Mountain King, well, the human army has been winning all of those battles. However, with with the use of channeling abilities, as you know, anytime you ensnare that blood mage, you pretty much stop that channeled ability, and you have to wait for that cooldown again. That blood mage isn't netting any mana, and because of that, it cannot easily transfer a good amount of mana back to the Mountain King, which is allowing those raiders to do more. It seems to be very cyclical, as we're now going to be taking a look at the raider taking a lot of damage here. Are we going to see a potential creepjack? Blood mage is right off from the side. Here we go. Fly machines are going to catch their siphon mana. Are we going to see a storm bolt? Yes, we do, but the panda was able to escape in time, or at least get away from the range. Mountain King now trying to get back up more mana, up to 210. Flying machines going after some units. Kodo Beast throwing axes to shoot those units out of the air. Mountain King finally gets up to level 4. Goblin Shredder going to get finished off, as the Blade Master, who is, well, currently banished, able to join back in on the fight now. Panda down to 0 mana. Big thunderclap coming across once more. Mountain King still dancing around back and forth. Blood Mage sitting at level 5. Let's see. There is an ensnared, followed by a banish, as the Mountain King is going to be able to Stormbolt. Yeah, Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Are we going to see a thunderclap follow-up? Yes, we are. And with that, Infi wins the game, as the Blade Master was about to fall. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.